Welcome to ClarityGrit, where we break down the psychology of growth, confidence, and self-respect. What if I told you that the biggest battle you'll ever fight isn't with another person? It's with your own mind. The endless loop of thoughts that plays on repeat. The conversations you replay hours later. The worst-case scenarios you build never actually happen. That's overthinking. And it's slowly killing your peace, your productivity, and your potential. Think about the last time you couldn't sleep because your brain wouldn't shut up. Replaying that awkward comment you made 3 years ago. Worrying about a conversation that hasn't even happened yet. Analyzing every possible outcome until you're paralyzed. Sound familiar? You're not alone. Millions of people are trapped in the prison of their own thoughts. But here's the thing. The door was never locked. You just didn't know how to open it. Overthinking feels like problem solving. That's the trick. Your brain convinces you that if you just think about it enough, you'll find the answer. But you won't. Because overthinking isn't thinking. It's just spinning. And spinning gets you nowhere. Today, I'm going to show you how to stop. How to break the loop. How to finally find peace in your own head. Let's get into it. Point number 1. Recognize that thoughts aren't facts. Here's the first thing you need to understand. Just because you think something doesn't make it true. Your brain is a storyteller. It creates narratives based on fear, past experiences, and worst-case scenarios. But those stories aren't reality. They're just stories. Imagine you send a text to someone, and they don't reply for hours. Your brain starts spinning. They're mad at me. I said something wrong. They're ignoring me on purpose. You build an entire drama. Then they finally reply, sorry, was in a meeting. All those hours of anguish. Completely wasted. Your brain created a disaster that didn't exist. The next time you catch yourself spiraling, pause and ask, is this thought a fact or a story? Most of the time, it's a story. And you don't have to believe every story your brain tells you. Point number 2, give your thoughts a time limit. Overthinking loves infinite space. If you give it all day, it will take all day. So you need to contain it. Set a timer. Literally, give yourself 5 minutes to worry, analyze, and spiral. When the timer goes off, you stop. You move on. You don't negotiate. Here's what this looks like. You're lying in bed at 2 a.m. and your brain is running a marathon. Instead of fighting it, tell yourself, I have 5 minutes to think about this. Then I'm done. Set a mental timer. When it rings, you redirect your attention to your breath, to your body, to something neutral. You're training your brain that it doesn't get unlimited access to your peace. This works because overthinking thrives on urgency. It tells you you must solve this now. But most problems don't need solving at 2 a.m. They can wait. And when you give them a limit, they lose their power. Point number 3, get out of your head and into your body. Overthinking happens in your head. So the fastest way to stop it is to leave your head. Get into your body. Physical sensation anchors you in the present moment. And the present moment is the only place where overthinking doesn't exist. When you feel the spiral starting, do something physical. Splash cold water on your face. Go for a walk. Do 10 push-ups. Stretch. Breathe deeply and feel the air filling your lungs. Anything that pulls your attention out of your thoughts and into your senses. Here's a scenario. You're sitting at your desk, and your mind is racing about a presentation tomorrow. You can't focus. You feel trapped. Instead of sitting there drowning, stand up. Walk outside for 2 minutes. Feel the sun on your skin. Notice the wind. Look at the trees. When you come back, your brain has reset. The loop is broken. You can think clearly again. Your body is your anchor. Use it. Point number 4, focus on what you can control. Most overthinking is about things you cannot control. What someone else thinks. What happened in the past. What might happen in the future. All of it is outside your control. And when you focus on the uncontrollable, you feed your anxiety. The antidote is simple but not easy. Shift your focus to what you can control. Your next action. Your breath. Your response. Your effort. That's it. Everything else is noise. Imagine you're worried about a job interview. You can't control what they'll ask. You can't control if they like you. You can't control the competition. But you can control how you prepare. You can control showing up on time. You can control your effort. When you focus on that, the anxiety shrinks. Because you're no longer fighting ghosts. You're handling reality. Here's a question to ask yourself whenever you're spiraling. Can I do something about this right now? If yes, do it. If not, let it go. That's it. That's the whole secret. Now let's bring this home. Why does any of this matter? Because overthinking is stealing your life. It's stealing your sleep, your focus, your joy, your relationships. Every hour you spend trapped in your head is an hour you're not living. For an hour, you're not present with the people you love. In an hour, you're not building the life you want. And here's the truth. Most of the things you worry about will never happen. Studies show that 85% of what we worry about never comes true. And of the 15% that do, we handle them just fine. You've survived 100% of your worst days. You'll survive this too. So how do you start? First, catch yourself when you're spiraling. Just notice. Oh, I'm overthinking again. That awareness alone is powerful. Second, ask the question, fact or story. Separate reality from fiction. Third, give it a time limit. 5 minutes. Then done. Fourth, get into your body. Move. Breathe. Feel. Fifth, focus on what you can control. Let the rest go. You don't have to be perfect at this. Some days you'll spiral. That's okay. Just gently bring yourself back. Again and again. Over time, the loops get shorter. The piece gets longer. You get free. Here's what I want you to remember. Your mind is a wonderful servant but a terrible master. Right now, it might be running your life, but it doesn't have to. You can learn to observe your thoughts without believing them, to let them pass like clouds in the sky, to find the quiet space between them. That space is you, and it's always been there, waiting. This video hit home. If you're tired of being trapped in your own head, I need you to do something. First, hit that like button. It tells the algorithm that real conversations about mental peace matter. Second, go down to the comments and type "I take control, not for me," as a reminder to yourself, a declaration. And while you're down there, tell me what's one thing you overthink about most. Let's get it out in the open. I read every comment. And if you're not subscribed yet, hit that button and ring the bell. We're building a community of people learning to master their minds, not be mastered by them. You belong here. I'll see you in the next video. This is ClarityGrit. Stay strong, stay clear, and keep growing.